Good morning, children. Let us continue now with the third chapter in science, that is animals and their young ones. So you see around you many varieties of animals, isn't it? Different types of animals. And the common animal normally what you see is what? Dog, cat, isn't it? Then goat, sheep, no? Cow, buffalo, all these are the common things which you see. Supposing you just imagine about wild animals which live in the forest, which all comes to your mind? Tiger, lion, elephant, giraffe, all this comes to your mind, isn't it? They are all different types of animals. So here they are given animals and their young ones. Not only animals, the young babies of those animals. So let us see animals and their young ones. All plants and animals present around us are living beings. Isn't it? Living things there? No? They are all present around us. All, any plant, any animal they are all living organisms. Why do we call them as living organisms? Because they have life. How do you know they have life? Because they are going on carrying their life processes. They breathe, they walk, they move, they talk. That is, talking means especially in human beings we talk, but they also have got some sounds. They also make sounds. Animals make sounds, isn't it? So that all we can say they have life. So those organisms which have life are called as living things. So which all comes there? Plants and animals come under living things. So all living things have the ability to reproduce. So any living organism if you take also, they have the ability to reproduce. Means what? To produce young babies of their same kind. To produce young babies of same kind. Now for example, a cat if you take, it gives birth to young ones, birth to the children, isn't it? What children? We call it as kitten. Right? Now dogs give birth to young ones. What do dogs give birth? They give birth to puppies, isn't it? So dog cannot give birth to kitten or cat cannot give birth to puppy. Means dog has to give birth to dogs, young ones only, dogs, babies only, we call it as puppies. And cat has to give birth to kittens only, that is cats, young ones. Okay, like that. Human beings have to give birth to human babies only. That's the meaning. So they are reproducing, means they produce young ones of their same kind. Now, all living things have the ability to reproduce, means they produce the young ones. The process by which new living beings resembling their parents are produced is called reproduction. So what is reproduction? Means it is a process by which the living organisms produce the children which look similar to the parents. They look similar to the parents. Means a human being is giving birth to a child, means the child has to take the shape of a human being only. The child cannot take the shape of an elephant. You understood? That is the meaning here. The process by which new living beings resembling their parents are produced is called reproduction. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is nothing but a process of producing the young ones of the same kind which resembles their parents. Living beings reproduce to continue their species. Why should living beings reproduce? Why should they produce the young ones? Why should they produce the babies? What is the reason? Because their species has to continue. Otherwise what happens? If they are not reproducing, that species will not continue at all. Now for example, cats are not reproducing. What will happen? Further you will never see cats at all. Why? Because they are not reproducing. So after some years, you will never see cats. So to continue their species, living organisms have to reproduce. They have to produce their young ones, produce their young babies. Now there are two ways of reproduction in animals. So how many ways are there to reproduce? One is by giving birth to babies and one more is by laying eggs. So two ways are there. One is directly giving birth to babies. Now for example, if you take a human being, isn't it? What does the mother do? Mother will deliver a child. The mother will deliver a child, means directly the child will come out from the mother's womb, isn't it? But there are some animals wherein they don't directly give birth to young ones. What they do? They lay eggs. After laying eggs, the eggs will be hatched. Okay? The eggs will be given warmth cow podugudu, what you say. After giving that warmth, what happens? They hatch out. Hatch out means the shells of the eggs will get opened and the babies come out. Did you understand? So there are two ways of reproduction. One is by giving birth to babies, directly giving birth, and second one is first they lay eggs. Finally the eggs will hatch and the young ones will come out. So these are the two ways of reproduction. Now giving birth to young ones. How do they give birth to young ones? Animals which reproduce by giving birth to babies are called mammals. That means the animals which give birth directly to young ones, directly to babies, directly. So the baby will be formed in the mother's womb and from there it will be directly coming out. The child will come out. So that is what we call it as what is that? We call that as by giving birth to babies. That is one type of reproduction. See, animals which reproduce by giving birth to babies, those type of animals which directly give birth to young ones are called as mammals. Direct birth. Okay, they are called as mammals. So let us see what are mammals. First one, see the features of mammals. Mammals have lungs to breathe. So what do the mammals have? They have lungs. They have lungs to breathe. Means the lungs are found inside the body. It is not found outside. Okay, they are found inside. These lungs, they are connected with the respiratory system. What all? Now for example, if you take human being, so what does it consider? How do you take air inside? How do you breathe? How do you inhale air? It is through the nose. Nose has got two holes, called as nostrils. So this is connected to the nasal cavity. There is a space here. And that will be connected to your throat region. Okay. From throat region, what happens? That is connected to the windpipe, or what we call it as trachea. So like that it goes on. And finally it is connected to the lungs. So what is said here? Mammals have lungs to breathe. So for breathing there are lungs present. Second, mammals are warm-blooded animals. What do you mean by warm-blooded animals? Not that when you touch it is very hot. No. Warm-blooded animals means the body temperature will not change as per the what you call it as the surroundings. Okay. Now for example, they are just going for swimming. Do you feel that the body becomes cold? No. The temperature will be the same. So warm-blooded animals means their temperature will not change. The body temperature will not change as per the surroundings. That is called as warm-blooded animals. Third one, their bodies are covered with hair. Normally mammals' body is covered with hair. Okay, now for example human beings, they are also under mammals. So the body is covered with hair. Mammals have well-developed brains and external ears. So what do mammals have? They have well-developed brain. Brain means where is it? It is situated in the skull part, isn't it? In the head. In the head there is the skull. A bone covering is there. Inside the bone covering there is a very soft tissue, nervous tissue, and that is what we call it as the brain. So mammals have well-developed brains and external ears. The ears are seen outside. You see the ears outside. So they are called as external ears. Mothers feed their young ones with their milk. And in mammals, what is the speciality? Mothers will feed the children with their breast milk. Okay. So with the breast milk, the mothers will feed their children. They show parental care. And what happens? Till the child grows up, parents only will take the care of that child. Okay. They will not just leave the child. Till the child comes to one age, parents only will take care of the child. So that is they show parental care. And here what is given? Cow, goat, horse, lion and human beings are all mammals. So which all comes here? Mammals means the animals which give direct birth to young ones. Direct birth. So that is called as mammals, So which all animals come under that? Cow, goat, horse, lion and human beings. See, all these are called as mammals because they give birth to young ones directly. Then you have seen bat. isn't it? Bat, you look like it, you feel that it's also like a bird only, no? So this is also what? Normal birds will lay the eggs. But this bat is not laying eggs, it is a mammal because it gives birth to the young ones directly. It gives birth to the child directly. See here. Bats can fly like birds, but they are mammals. They give birth to babies. Directly they give birth to babies, so they come under mammals. Whales, you would have seen whales, at least in Animal Planet or pictures you would have seen whales. They are the big animals which is present in the sea. Okay, whales and dolphins, you can see here, whale and dolphin. What do they do? So they also look like fish. Whales and dolphins look like fish. Their features will be like fish, but they are mammals. Why are they mammals? They also give birth to babies, direct birth. They don't lay eggs. Normally fish will lay eggs, but here it is not laying eggs. So they are also coming under mammals. Once again, I'll just recall for you children. So giving birth to young ones. Animals which reproduce by giving birth to look here. Animals which reproduce by giving birth to babies are called mammals. Mammals have lungs to breathe. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. Their bodies are covered with hair. Mammals have well-developed brains and external ears. Mothers feed their young ones with their milk. They show parental care. Cow, goat, horse, lion and human beings are all mammals. Bats can fly like birds, but they are mammals. They give birth to babies. Whales and dolphins look like fish, but they are mammals. They also give birth to babies. Understood? Now coming to the next one, second group. What is that? Egg-laying animals. Birds and some animals reproduce by laying eggs. Especially birds, you know, no? They reproduce by laying eggs. Birds. Most birds build nests to lay eggs. You have seen they construct the nest, their houses, where on the trees, isn't it? So that we call it as their house. The bird's house we call it as nest. So most birds build nests to lay eggs. Once they lay eggs, they sit on the eggs to keep them warm. When the egg hatches, the baby bird comes out of it. So you can see here, hen is going to lay the egg, and so many eggs are kept here in this part here. You can see like a nest only it is. Now what is this hen doing? Hen is sitting on that. Okay. So what happens? That body temperature is transferred to the eggs. So it is giving warmth. Kavu poduvudu what is it? Okay, it is giving warmth. And then what happens? This shell is getting opened. You see, egg shell gets opened. And now what is coming out? The chick is coming out. So you can see the chick. And finally again that grows into a hen. Did you understand? So let me just stop it and we continue.